Disease and Illness, The Truth Revealed, The Lies Unveiled. By the Health Warrior. The Health Warrior's free ebook for the people. Discover the secrets of true health, hidden by your doctors and pharmaceutical industry. Disclaimer: the author of this material believes in a natural, no-drug approach to creating vibrant health, energy and vitality throughout life. A main part of his views are placed on promoting and maintaining the perfect balance within the human body. The author realizes that within medical and scientific fields there are widely differing opinions and attitudes. This material is written for the sole purpose of sharing educational information and scientific research gathered from the studies and experiences of healthcare professionals, scientists, nutritionists, informed health advocates and the author. The information contained in this ebook is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not intended to constitute medical practice nor medical advice. It is not intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease, nor is it intended to prescribe any of the techniques, materials or concepts presented as a form of treatment for any illness or medical condition. Please, before beginning any practice relating to health, diet or exercise, consult a suitably licensed and qualified physician, medical practitioner or healthcare provider about the appropriateness of any opinions or recommendations in regard to what symptoms you have or your own medical state. Should you choose to make use of the information contained herein without first consulting a healthcare professional, you are prescribing for yourself, which is your natural right. However, the author assumes no responsibility for which choices you choose to make after your review of the information contained herein and your consultation with a licensed healthcare professional. None of the statements in this article or in the book have been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, or the American Medical Association AMA. Do you think you are ill because you committed to your health? Do you want a better life? Do you want the things that only wonderful health can give you? You have to stop wasting your time. This ebook is for people who actually want to have their life back, not just for talkers. Does your disease allow you to give 100%? Hell no. Disease and illness is just not good enough. A life with disease is not good enough. Do you want a full life? Do you want your family to experience the real you? Not the diseased, half-dead you, that is only getting worse due to your lack of commitment to getting better. If you don't want to give that 100% now, please leave. You are not welcome until you can fully commit yourself to getting better. 100% starts from inside. Without that 100% you will not make it. Plain and simple. Get off your ass, start now, believe, commit and make that change, right now. I don't really care whether you are 20, 30, 50 or even 80, you have a life. If you have disease, you are not living that life the way nature intended. It's really no difference to me whether you do something, the only difference is to you. I am living my life to its fullest. And if you want to live yours this way, then listen to what I have to say. You are not well, you are ill, and you always will be unless you do that extra something that will make that difference. I know what you need, even if you haven't got a clue what it is yet. I'm here to spread the news, I'm here to show you the way. Haven't you noticed that there is something missing from your life, from the multitude of avenues your life has? A welcome word from the Health Warrior. Brought you down? That's because until now, you have never heard of me. And until now you were most likely impressed with the other health rubbish that has actually been making you more ill. You have made the first step, so let's begin. You have done it. You have made the decision to do something about your health. Do you realize that the start of this epic journey has just begun? You have taken the first step necessary to eliminating disease from your life, and you have started on the road to living the life of your dreams. Over the next few pages you are going to discover how what you do in your life from now on will determine the quality of your life and how you can start to simply eradicate disease from your life, forever. For me, life is not something that I let slip by. Do you want to live the life of your dreams, free from illness? If you don't plan on living the life of your dreams and making the decision to eliminate disease from your life, then there is no point you continuing on, because you will not get what you are looking for within this book. I have created this book to give you a view of what is happening in the world and to show you how you can finally defeat your illness. I am sick and tired of seeing people become ill and not know what to do but go to their doctor and put it all in their hands. I am going to show you how you can unlock the key to remarkable good health and start to live magnificent life you are meant to live. The decision. The first steps to freedom. If you are one of the people that is going to make the decision get better and be healthy for the rest of your life, then you have made the right choice. For now, we are going to have a look at what disease is doing to the modern world. It's not a pretty picture, and I'm certain you already know this. The destructive nature of disease on the planet is absolutely wiping us out. From cancer to diabetes, from AIDS to arthritis, our planet is being overrun by an epidemic of diseases unlike the world has ever seen before. Don't you think that it is unusual that most of the diseases that are affecting the world today cannot be cured? And the way things are going, they never will be cured. We live in a world of ever-increasing technological and medical advances, and yet, they still cannot find the cure to the simplest colds and flus. Take a look at how the world is being destroyed. The world you live in. I cannot get my head around the fact that we live in a world that supposed new medical miracle drugs and technological advances are happening every day, yet there still does not. Disease and how it is destroying the world. Seem to be cures for the diseases that are plaguing most people on the planet. Interpunct diabetes was the 6th leading cause of death in the US in 2002. Interpunct 1 in 2 men will get cancer, 1 in 3 women will get cancer. Interpunct heart disease is the leading cause of death for both women and men in the United States. It accounted roughly 29% of deaths in the US each year, and it cost the US economy more than $258 billion in 2006. Interpunct arthritis affects 1 in 5, or 46 million, us adults. Interpunct about 1/3 of adults in the United States are overweight, and 32.2% are obese, and a huge number of these obese people are diabetic. Interpunct it is estimated that depression will become the 2nd most common cause of disability, after heart disease, by 2020. That's unbelievable. Interpunct it is thought that more than 1 million people are living with HIV in the USA. Interpunct in the US. Chronic conditions affect about 125 million people and are the leading cause of illness, disability, and death. Interpunct an estimated 60 million people have 2 or more chronic conditions. Interpunct cancer is now the #1 killer among children aged 1 to 14, and cancer rates in children has risen by 20%. The statistics are horrifying. Doesn't looking at such figures make you wonder how people in the first world can be more ill than ever before? The American healthcare bill is actually growing at about 5 to 6 times the rate of inflation, and the drugs that Americans are being prescribed are the most expensive in the world. And that's not all the US. Healthcare spending is expected to increase at similar levels for the next decade, reaching $4 trillion in 2015. Or 20% of gross domestic product. A hell of a lot of money that is being spent. With spiraling expenses like this and the never-ending procession of people with diseases, the U.S. can look forward to a healthcare system that actually collapses in on itself. The average American can look forward to being one of these horrific statistics if they keep on living their life the way they do. But it doesn't have to be this way. If you feel like you are truly willing to make a change to your life and do something about eradicating illness from your life, then the Health Warrior will be your guide. This is only if you are 100% certain you want vibrant health again. There is no point doing anything about your health if you are truly certain you want to change it. And, what is causing such a huge array of diseases to reach epidemic level? The fact of the matter is, the major diseases that we're experiencing, like Interpunct diabetes. Interpunct obesity. Interpunct cancer. Interpunct osteoporosis. Interpunct cardiovascular disease. Interpunct arthritis. Interpunct and even AIDS, etc. They are all in some way related to the diet you are eating. That's all. It's strange to think that your diet can have such huge consequences in your life. Just take a look at what you are eating on a daily basis compared to what your grandparents, or even you parents ate. The differences are huge, and the things that we take for granted like tinned tomato soup or oven fries didn't exist when our ancestors were alive. What is causing this huge array of diseases? Just a brief look at the differences will tell you and show you that there are major health and diet differences. We eat bad. We eat very bad. It is that plain and it is that simple to understand. Our diet is causing this mass epidemic of diseases. What is going to stop these diseases from spreading and what will reverse the damage done by these diseases already and actually strike a blow into the epidemic? First off, you have to understand that the human body is constantly rebuilding itself every second of every day. What should we be eating? You are constantly renewing each and every part of your body continuously. It is estimated that on average we each get an entirely new body every 7 years. Now that is amazing. Just like with any building project, there is a need for building materials. What are the building blocks that you building your body from? Or what will you be building your body from in the future? Do you like the sound of building it with fresh wholesome foods, or do you think that the proper building blocks for a healthy body is fast food and soda? You are going to have to put the proper nutrition and the proper ingredients into your body to rebuild it, free from illness into the strong and healthy body that it is meant to be. The problem in today's society is that people have gotten so used to eating all unhealthy foods and preservatives that pack our supermarket shelves. These foods are devoid of nutrients and devoid of all the good healthy things that a body needs to build and repair itself. I know you might think that you eat healthily, but the fact of the matter is, you most likely don't. The reason being is that you don't know what is good for the body because of all the false advertising that has been used to push these food cash cows on us. And speaking of cows, most likely all you have ever heard about dairy is good. That's because the dairy industry is a huge money-making industry. Dairy is one of the biggest components of the average American's diet each and every year. We gorge on it, be that milk, butter, cheese or yogurt. Just think back to the last time you had some dairy. Not long ago? The simple fact of the matter, without getting into too many frightening insights into the evils of dairy products, dairy is not good for you. It is not designed for humans to eat or drink. Have you ever felt that horrible mucus at the back of your throat after drinking milk? Can you recall the last sinus problems you had? Or maybe even some mystery allergy? The funny thing is, you would probably think that milk was the last thing that would cause this. Well, milk doesn't only cause sinus, colds, allergies. Dairy is a big no. And mucus. It also can lead to other serious health complaints like interpunct diabetes, interpunct cancer, interpunct heart disease, interpunct colitis, interpunct and a whole host of others. This is just an insight into the badness of dairy and you must make the decision to believe it or not. It's always up to you, remember. If you do, you can start to wean yourself off the dairy. Your health and your body will thank you. Another major killer and creator of many a disease and illness comes from the bad fats that you are putting into your body. Most of the fast foods that you eat and even the canned foods that you think are healthy are packed full of these harmful fats. Not all fats are bad though, but the ones that are playing havoc with your body are most likely the ones that you are consuming in the highest quantities. Two of the worst of these are bad fats. Interpunct trans fatty acids. Interpunct hydrogenated fats. Trans fatty acids or trans fats, which fingers crossed will soon be banned, are a major killer in your diet and contribute to interpunct diabetes, interpunct heart disease, interpunct cancer, plus many more. One of the most important things that you can start doing straight away is to start eliminating these fats from your diet. It's not going to be easy, as there are huge amounts of foods that are stocked on supermarket shelves that are crammed with them. According to a Harvard School of Public Health study, people who consume the highest levels of trans fatty acids, primarily from fast foods and packaged snacks, may have triple the risk of developing coronary heart disease than those consuming the lowest levels of trans fats. Hydrogenated oils, trans fatty acids and all the saturated fats that can be found in most people's homes should be swapped for the likes of flaxseed oil and olive oil. Use a good virgin olive oil and put it all over your salads and food. Not only does it taste great, it also is amazing for the body. These bad fats are just some of the terrible things that you are putting into your body on a daily basis. In my books The Health Warrior's Wonder Solutions, I go into much more detail about the many other terrible things for your body and how to reverse the damage done. So what should you eat? Below I have listed some steps that you should take to get going in the right direction to eliminating disease and illness from your life forever. 1. Stop eating the bad, unhealthy food that you are eating at the moment. Eliminate processed food for your diet. Stop eating canned food and tinned vegetables, instead start eating as much healthy fresh food as possible. And stop eating corn. 2. Do you eat lots of bread, cakes and pasta? If the answer is yes to any of these, you are in the wrong direction for a truly disease-free lifestyle. Eliminate sugars, get rid of the fats and start on a more wholesome food quest. Instead of eating lots of white bread, why not try whole wheat for a health tips while? In the process of eating less of these unhealthy foods over the next while, you will be pleasantly surprised at the changes that occur. 3. Stock up on good healthy vegetables. Look out for the ones with amazing green colors. Green vegetables are the perfect building blocks for a super healthy body. Fresh vegetables and fruit make wonderful snacks and additions to any meal. 4. You must simply give up eating fast food. Kick it right out of your diet. This is such an important factor to your future well-being. Fast food includes the greasy bagel you might have in the morning, the fry-up, or the burger for lunch. Instead, try to swap it for a healthy salad or lentils. They add extra energy to you and you will see the differences in no time. 5. As mentioned before, get rid of all the bad fats and oils from your diet and replace them with healthy oils. 6. And try not to eat so much meat over the next while too. Cut back a little, and start to see what differences your body and your waist will have. I'm not telling you to completely erase it from your diet for good, just try to cut back and see the difference it makes. These changes will mean that you are taking a step closer to getting rid of your disease and illness once and for all. Now I know that to make changes like this can be hard, but I just want to ask you a question. Would you prefer to be taking medication all your life or sticking painful needles in your body every day? Would you like to be put through the pain and suffering that so many poor unfortunate sufferers have gone through before? Or would you like to live a beautifully happy and healthy life, free from illness? I know what my answer would be, and if yours is different, then you may as well close this book, as it will not be of any use to you. The pathetic state of the world today has led most people to expect that they are going to die from illness. They just take it for granted and let disease and illness take over their bodies, and do nothing about it. That's not what I want for you. Make the decision to turn your life around. Hell, that's not what I want for anyone, but I can only reach so many people. What will these changes mean for disease? You can follow this link and start on your road to recovery with one of the Health Warrior's Wonder Solution ebooks. In order to start the healing process and get your body to reject disease and illness, you are going to have to restore the healthy balance that at one time existed inside of you. Through following my steps you will begin to see your body come gloriously alive again, and you will feel the amazing new life that is awaiting you. The most important factor to becoming extraordinarily healthy lies in your body's ability to heal itself. This is the one lesson that you must keep in your mind if you are going to beat your disease. Disease happens in the body on a regular occurrence. For example, cancer is just one way the body eliminates an unhealthy part of. If you know anyone that has disease or illness, or that will find the information in this book useful, then please pass or email them a copy, as the benefits from the Health Warriors message will make a huge difference in their lives and health. Restoring the healthy balance itself, and there should be no further complications than that, but the human body does react in a very bad way to cancer. This bad reaction is due to us not looking after our body and our immune system. It does not only apply to cancer, but it applies to what is killing you, your illness. You have let the immune system fall out of balance, and the cells in the immune system, which account for only 0.01% of our total cells, are the only thing that can stop us from death and disease. Your body has been attacked, and it has been unable to eliminate the illness from your body because it does not have the proper tools to do it. And the only way to get your body to come waken up and eliminate your illness is to get the cells in your immune system to actually come alive again. These little cells that keep us going are the equivalent of a warrior and a handyman all rolled into one. The thing is, we must help our immune system to be able to fight, build and repair. If we don't, then disease and death sets in. The Health Warriors mission is about informing people about the dangers of disease and illness that can be overcome by looking after number 1. Diabetes. This is caused by your pancreas being forced to cope with all of the bad things that people are putting into their body. Instead of it doing what it is meant to produce, insulin, it has become the organ that has to deal with the junk and the acid that it is being subjected to, so in turn it breaks down, it gives up doing what it is meant to. Cancer. Cancer is caused by the body being unable to breathe. The oxygen that used to flow freely throughout the body cannot reach certain parts, and so fermentation occurs due to a lack of that oxygen. Cancer is nothing but the fermentation of sugar, due to lack of oxygen. The cells that become cancerous lose all of their once former glory and are assimilated into useless growth machines that kill and destroy the body as they grow. It is also impossible for cancer to exist in an alkaline, oxygen-rich environment. Arthritis. 1 in 7 people in America have arthritis. That's 37 million people. And with such a high number of people affected, it's easy to see why there have been many studies done on the cause and effects of arthritis. But when push comes to shove, it has to do with a malfunctioning immune system through lack of exercise and a poor diet. Osteoporosis. This is due to the body robbing Peter to pay Paul. When the body does not have enough calcium, or for some reason thinks that it needs it, it will take the calcium from the bones, leading to a weakening of the bones. They lose their density. Fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia, or FMS, is an often painful and debilitating condition that affects up to 10 million Americans, as many as 95% of whom are women. Some doctors say there is no cure, and some doctors say that fibromyalgia is caused by some of the diseases that can be overcome and why we have them. Body being unable to absorb the proper nutrients in the right quantities, due to your whole body being out of balance. Fatigue. Much like fibromyalgia, the toxic environment in the body will not allow it to absorb the proper nutrients, which in turn weaken the body to a crippling state. Allergies. These are caused by the immune system being overworked due to toxins, so that it reacts badly to any form of outside irritant, be that food, chemicals or any environmental pollutants, etc. Weight. Fat. Hard to think that your body is actually doing your insides a favor by adding weight to it, isn't it? Well, your body produces the fat that you have to carry bad acids away from your vital organs. It's not what most people would cause help, but it's simply the reason why people are overweight. Depression. Hard to think that depression is caused by your body lack of ability to produce a certain enzyme to required levels due to interference by the bad acids that are in the body. Psoriasis. Eczema. This is something I suffered with most of my life. I did say most of, not anymore. These are caused by your body eliminating the badness and acids directly out of your skin. Yuck. Asthma, bronchitis. These are caused by an over-acid inner terrain which is being affected by the yeast and fungus that is growing inside. These are but a tiny few of the diseases and illness that the medical establishment has overcomplicated and told you there is no cure for. I believe in helping our body to help itself. And your disease will become a thing of the past. In order for you to begin on the road to recovery and to triumph over your disease, you must begin to start putting the right ingredients into your body. This will enable your body to grow strong and make it powerful enough to battle your disease and repair damage done. Your immune system is such an intricate system that it can tell when it is even getting the smallest amount of abuse from unhealthy sources. When it is not getting the food it needs, it will not be able to perform the essential functions needed. Your only surefire way of eliminating disease and illness will come from the actions you take in strengthening your immune system. When your internal balance is interrupted by you eating unhealthy food like hamburgers, sugar or soda, bad things start to happen. You must keep this balance in a ratio of about 85% good, non-acidic, food and about 15% bad, acidic, food. How you can help your immune system. All the ill effects of this food that has already happened to you is something that can be undone. Never let anyone tell you any different. It is your destiny to eradicate disease from your life. The most important message that I want you to take from this, and I cannot stress this enough, is, learn to replace the bad food with good food. It's that simple. It's not a diet, it's not any fad that you will see on the market, it's just as it is. Good healthy food, for a good healthy body. But the body does need a kickstart into action. Wow, you have finished what I'm sure you have found a very interesting read. I hope that the information has inspired you to discover more about what my books have to offer you in helping you defeat your disease and gain enormous levels of health, well-being, vitality and happiness in your life. A final invitation from the Health Warrior. If you are serious about creating the life you deserve to live, I urge you to visit www.thehealthwarrior.com, where you can purchase one of my books in relation to your condition. There is an ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee on all my books, an agreement that I can assure you is irrelevant when considering the amazing impact this life-saving information will have on your life. You will discover a wide range of mind-blowing insights inside, including, find out how to prevent, reverse and cure your disease for a vibrantly healthy life. Find out how to turbo boost your immune system and never have to worry about any illnesses ever again. Why, what your doctor has told you is wrong, and why taking modern medicine is actually making you sicker. How you can become free from all the bad things that are associated with your illness, both mentally and physically. You can begin to live the life you have always dreamed of. How you can supercharge your energy levels. Discover the secret, easy-to-follow plan to eliminate your disease. Find out how to reverse the killer acidic environment in your body. Uncover the miracle ingredients that will cut the recovery time, swiftly bringing you to super health. And most importantly, you will discover the magic ingredients that will support and rapidly fire your body into healing itself. Finally, disease and illness is all about how you live your life, the decisions you make and the decisions you don't make. Please visit www.thehealthwarrior.com. and purchase one of these books, as it will be the most sensible decision you will make in your whole life. This is the journey to the life you were born to live. The Health Warrior. Copyright 2007. The Health Warrior, all rights reserved. The solution to your illness awaits you. Please visit www.thehealthwarrior.com.